You ever feel like somebody's watching you? Hi guys, my name is Ryan. You're watching my YouTube channel, Manifest Fitness, and I'm about to take you through a guided visualization that has helped me achieve my goals over the last 3 years. Let's dive right into the content of this video. Take another dive down the rabbit hole. Okay, I want to say it was about 4 years ago that I really came into the awareness of the law of attraction. And one of the things that the law of attraction requires is focus, okay? That focus can manifest itself through guided visualizations. In fact, I like to think of it as self-hypnosis, okay? If you listen to Joe Dispenza at all, that's a big name, he focuses a lot on guided visualization for people to be able to heal their own bodies, but it really translates to everything else. Joe Dispenza talks about the quantum, okay, or quantum physics, whereas Wallace Wattles, in his book, The Science of Getting Rich, talks about the formless substance that occupies 95% of the universe, okay? Well, they're talking about the same thing, but most specifically, it's how you use your mind to visualize, create the image, and then live into that experience before it happens, okay? The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what we currently experience and what we imagine ourselves experiencing. Every great athlete that has ever lived, okay, has had a visualization practice. I think one of the stories that I grew up listening to as I ran track was Jim Thorpe. And the legend goes, when he was on his way over to the Olympics in London, he was sitting on the deck of the boat while everybody else was training, and he was just sort of soaking up the sun, or so it appeared. But when somebody came up to him and asked, "What are you doing?" he said, "I'm visualizing my success." You've got to do the mental reps. You've got to do the mental rehearsal. And the most important thing is you're the most important thing. You're worth it. So this also reflects into that creating that new self-image. Now, we create that new self-image based off of who we are, not what we do. Okay? So if you want to change who you are to your most ideal self, this is what I recommend you do. Okay? This is the technique that I have employed right now that works 100% of the time. Give it a little break there. Let's get into a relaxed position. Take a couple of deep breaths, and we're going to drop into an alpha state, an alpha brainwave state, in less than 90 seconds. So what I want you to do is you're going to roll your eyes up. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to roll them up to this spot right here. Some people call it the third eye. Some people talk about the pineal gland. But what you want to do is roll your eyes up to the center of your forehead. Take in 5 to 10 deep breaths. And I don't want you to close your eyes at first. I want you to roll your eyes up and allow your eyelids to close. Now, as they start to close, you are creating that alpha brainwave state through conscious focus. And as we drop into that alpha wave state, your eyelids will close. You become more suggestive. Now, this conscious mind can make suggestions to the subconscious mind. We're going to take the door to your heart. As those eyelids close, and I want you to keep your eyeballs rolled up, I want you to place your hand over your heart. And now I want you to imagine a door. You're walking up to this door, and as you open the door, you look down, and you see a spiral staircase descending into a soft green light. A soft green light. And I want you to take 10 steps down this spiral staircase into that heart center. Keep your hand over your heart. And we're going to take 10 steps down the stairs. 10, 9, 8, going farther and farther down. 7, 6, 5, 4, reaching the bottom of the staircase. 3, 2, 1. We're at the bottom of the staircase. We are enveloped in that soft green light. And I want you to imagine a chair, a comfortable chair. It's about 10 steps away. And in this chair, we are going to focus on what we want to manifest. It can be anything you want. It can be your ideal physique. It can be manifesting the money into your bank account. It can be your dream job. It can be your dream car. Whatever that is for you, we're going to walk toward that chair, and in 10 steps, we'll sit in that chair and sink into those lush cushions. I want you to take a step. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, close to the chair now. 2, we're turning around to sit down. 1, I want you to sit in that chair and sink into those soft cushions, deeper and deeper down into those soft cushions. Now take a few deep breaths here. And first, I want you to visualize a time in your life, an event, where you felt successful, where you felt like you could do no wrong, where you got so many pats on the back. So many pats on the back for doing a good job. It could be anything. I want you to remember that moment, how it felt, how you felt, the sights, the sounds, the smells, the feel of it. And I want you to run this scenario through your head a couple of different times. Your most successful event. And as you live into that moment, realize you are currently living in and reshaping that moment for optimal success. And now we're going to project that success into the future, into that manifestation that you desire. We're going to let the conscious mind talk to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between what was and what you're imagining will be. And I want you to think about that manifestation. I want you to feel as if you have it. What would it look like? What would it feel like? How do you feel about it? Are you happy? Are you excited? Are you elated? Are you overjoyed? Feel into this moment. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are the smells? What are the sounds that you hear? Feel into this moment. Live into this moment. And know that as is happening in your mind, you are creating or allowing that future to come into your life. Let go of how. Let go of how exactly it's going to look like, how exactly it's going to happen, and feel into the what if. Feel into this moment. Feel into the having of your desire. And now we look up. Across the room is a mirror. And in that mirror, you see a reflection of that future self having that manifestation. We're going to take 10 steps towards the mirror. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, getting closer to the mirror, 4, 3, we extend our arm towards the image in the mirror, 2, the mirror image extends its arm toward us, and 1, we touch the mirror. And I want you to imagine that mirror image of yourself making contact, reaching out, grabbing your hand, and gently pulling you through the mirror into this new reality. Sit in this vibration. Feel into this vibration of having. And as you breathe into it, we're going to come up, back into the waking world, knowing that we have stepped into this new reality. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, getting closer, 2, 1, and as we come out of this guided visualization, I want you to say to yourself, I now allow myself to have, and that is your desire, your manifestation, what you desire to manifest. I want you to say aloud, I now allow myself to have, and say, it is done, it is done, it is done. Trick is, it is done. You've planted the seed, you've walked away, but now we've got to reinforce that mental rehearsal. We've got to reinforce that new mental self-image. So you want to set aside, now this video has run a little long, but you can do this in 5 minutes. To drop in that alpha wave state only takes about 90 seconds. To visualize that moment of success in the past that you had only takes about 30 seconds. To visualize the success that you want to have, the manifestation coming into this reality, that only takes a handful of seconds. So you can do this in about 5 minutes. You're worth it, okay? But we've got to set aside 5 minutes every morning for the next 6 weeks. It takes about 6 weeks for anything rehearsed to come into reality, okay? Whether you're training for a marathon, 6 weeks would be a quick turnaround for a marathon, but I've known people that have done it, where they start running and in 6 weeks they're ready for a marathon. Or in 6 weeks they've laid the groundwork to run a marathon. Or in 6 weeks they're a better swimmer. Or in 6 weeks they're a better golfer. Or in 6 weeks they've changed careers and they're working in their new dream job. It takes 6 weeks to cement this new image of self into reality. So if you like this video, if you liked this guided visualization, okay, I want you to click that subscribe button and then hit the bell notification. The bell notification will let you know when I release new content. Hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.